Hey everyone, it's Mojaxx back in the DJcity UK lab. Today I have a quick video for you. We are looking at the Spinbox, a portable turntable made of cardboard. Yep, you heard it right, it's made of cardboard. Now this thing kind of breaks two rules I have here on the channel. The first of which is that I don't really ever look at Kickstarter projects, crowdfunding stuff at all, because I don't want to take the chance that I preview something at a prototype stage and then it doesn't fund, or it turns out in production it's actually rubbish, or the people just take your money and run away or whatever. I don't want to take that chance, so I generally avoid crowdfunding. However, in the case of Spinbox, the company have already shipped a ton of units over in Japan, so they've got the supply chain, they have the production up and running, and the actual Kickstarter that's running as we speak, which ends at the start of September, is funded like 4 times over already. So I'm very confident in saying that if you order one of these via the Kickstarter, you will get a turntable. It's going to turn up and it will be as it is here. So I've got every confidence in that. The second rule is that I don't generally look at stuff unless it's specifically designed for DJing, and this really isn't. You can kind of use it as a portable-ish turntable if you like. It's remarkably stable actually, considering that it's made of cardboard. It's not amazing, but it's all right. It's a very cheap mechanism you've got on the top, but you have 2 speakers in there which go fairly loud. And interestingly, the routing of it, if you run a cable out of the headphone output into a portable fader and then run from the portable fader back into the line input, then you can actually use that external fader with the internal speakers, and you don't need an external speaker to do that. So that's a nice little thing for DJs. Maybe you might want to take one and put it in a different enclosure or something. There's a lot of potential there. I like the fact it's got a 5-volt input for the power, not 12 volts, so you don't need a voltage booster or anything like that. You can literally just plug in any old power bank or phone charger and it will work fine with that. It goes fairly loud. It's not the best quality sound you're ever going to hear. It's a cardboard turntable. You can't expect miracles. But the reason that I am covering this is because you have to put it together yourself. The whole idea is it comes as a kit, comes in this big box, and it's got all the parts inside, and you take bits of cardboard off, and you put all the bits of there, all the speakers in and everything else, you screw all the parts in. And I think that is a great creative little project for someone in your life who's maybe just getting into music, son or daughter, nephew or niece or whatever. This would be a fantastic project to spend an afternoon with them, building their own turntable, then heading off to the record store, digging through the dollar bins and picking up some old LPs or 45s, and they can play music on their own turntable that they've built themselves. It's that kind of Lego thing where you've got that satisfaction of building it yourself. It is not a project for a child to do on their own, certainly. It's quite complicated, it's quite fiddly. It took me a while, and I ended up denting one of the speaker cones, because you've got to think about what you're doing. But yeah, I do think it would be a super fun little project for a young family member like that. I just think, yeah, you could have a lot of fun with this. Price-wise, it's $99. I'd like it to be a little bit cheaper, but I understand that it is not going to be a million seller. It is a fairly niche product, and so I understand why the price has got to be what it's got to be. And after the Kickstarter, it'll probably be about 130. But at 99, it's a reasonable price for a nice, creative, exciting present for a young person in your life. So yeah, I don't really have a problem with the price. Overall, it's just a fun thing. I'm all about sharing vinyl culture and, the love of music. And yeah, this thing does that as well. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. There you go, the Spinbox. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you subscribe for all our future tips, tricks and product reviews. I'll see you soon.